Oh, sorry. Hi. Sorry. I don't, somebody called me and my FaceTime rang and then it knocked me off here. So hopefully that person does not call again. Um, Ridiculous. But anyway, you guys had so many questions and now they're all gone. And I didn't want for that to happen. So please post your questions again. Oh, did I post any more reaction videos? I have to look. I may have one other reaction video. But the funny thing is, some people have been asking me to do reaction videos for like 4, 5 years now. Oh, you're here from Instagram. Good. Hi, Gavante. I saw your inbox. I'm not sure if I responded. Oh, Zakia. Hi, Emmanuel. Hey. Good. You guys came over from Instagram. Awesome. How can I fix my tone? I feel like I sound airy and husky at the same time. That, I hate to say it, but that's what, training is for, in the sense that that's a lot of what we're doing in training, is getting your tone really free, really clear. So a lot of humming, a lot of like, things like that. I did not answer the top 5. So my answer to my top 5 female vocalists. Okay. Everybody knows number 1 is Whitney. Number 1, 2, and 3 are Whitney. But there's a lot of female vocalists. I would have to probably expand it to 10 or 15. So I'm an 80s baby, 90s kid, right? So for me, it would be Whitney, Kelly Price, probably Faith Evans, Kim Burrell, Karen Sheard, just because she's completely undeniable. Both Tina and Erica, they bring different things to the table. Erica is creative. Tina is just a flat-footed soprano. So I love both of them. Layla Hathaway, Rochelle Farrell, because she's so challenging to even sing along with. Now, we're at 9, by the way. CeCe Winans, because she's stellar and so anointed. Yeah, you got to catch another live. I don't think I've done a one on either one of those. I don't think I've done a vocal analysis on Layla or Tori, but that's definitely on my mind to do, because I love them and I would love to talk about them. Erica does sound strained, but I feel like Erica brings other, like when you hear them speak about how they contributed to like their first album, if you listen to Erica, she has like this vibe about her, the way that she finds runs. I don't think anybody really sings like her or thinks like her. Like, she has an ear. I've never studied exactly what her movements are, what her intervals are, but she just has certain intervals that she chooses that isn't very common. And so because of that, and she does have a very rich tone. It's more of a churchy tone, but it's very rich. Like if she wanted to, she could go all the way traditional gospel, because there's a weight in her voice that I really like. So because of that, she's such a creative, and she's an artist about, she's an artist, whereas Tina, she's a dope singer and can and will sing anything. So they're both amazing to me. How do you know when you're actually breathing correctly? How do you know when you're breathing correctly? You don't feel, well, that's relative, right? It's relative to what you're trying to sing. Some songs are more demanding than others. So what could be breathing correctly for one song, like, excuse my foolishness, but Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, is not going to be the same as you singing, let's say, an Italian aria, Danza Danza, Fanciulla Gentile. Those are going to put different demands, which mean, yeah, it's like breathing correctly compared to what, right? And for what? So what you do is as you go up in difficulty, you learn how to pace your breath according to the difficulty of the song. And if you're running out of air or you're gasping for air, then you're not breathing correctly. Call and response. Hold on. My vocal says has a master's in vocal performance. He says Rochelle Farrell sings with too much tension. I don't think so. I mean, you have to create tension to sing with no vibrato, period. But generally, she does add tension, but I think it's deliberate. Yeah, her tension is deliberate. Everything she does is deliberate. That's why I love her. It's every single thing she's done has been thought out. And I think that's really cool. Have I listened to Liz Wright? No, I have not. I don't know who that is. Hello, Mirta. Hi, we miss your videos. Oh, thank you, Jaleese. I know I need to start doing my vocal analysis videos again. No, I understood you, Tony. Yeah. Cece, I don't even know why I don't speak about her that much because she blows me away. She truly blows me away. Her voice is so gorgeous. I don't know if you already answered the question. Do you have any tips on how to learn? Thank you, Nikki. Thank you so much. You loved my cover of Home. Singing with a lifted soft palate. Is there exercises? Like, yeah, there's like, things like that make the back of your tongue touch your soft palate and then relax, but the soft palate stays high. Pulling your chin down. All of those things help lift the soft palate. Anyway. If you want to submit a video for me to react to, go to Dileesa@gmail.com. Dileesa@gmail.com. What time is it where you live? It is late. It's after midnight. It is 12:41. So that's why I said I'm not going to be on here long. You hear it? Once vocal fry sets in, it's time for me to wrap it up. Okay. You've seen that many singers eat hot Cheetos. There's no rhyme or reason to that. They're probably just nervous. That makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. Yeah, Rochelle Farrell's amazing. That open mouth thing she does has everything to do with sound. That's how, like, when she's like, I don't know, she does all these weird things, and I think it's intentional. She wants it to sound like that. She wants it to sound extra open or extra closed or extra whatever, or else she wouldn't be doing it. There's no need for it. But she's doing it because she wants, if you're talking about just creating sound in general, no. She doesn't need that to create sound. She can just go, but if she's going, she's doing something, whether it's lowering her soft palate, raising it, she's doing something with her tongue. She's very intentional. So if she's contorting her face and her mouth, it's because there's a placement she's trying to find for that sound. Your voice teacher just might not like it, which is fine. Is it necessary? No, but it's Rochelle, you know? What do I like to be listening to? You would be surprised. I listen to, well, or not, I don't know. I listen to a lot of things. I listen to Fred Hammond. I listen to Jonathan McReynolds. I listen to Kirk Franklin. I listen to Davido. I listen to, I'm going to act like I didn't just see Tank. I listen to Stevie Wonder. I listen to Jamaican artists, Lila Ike, Stonebwoy, Ghanaian artist, Ja Cure, Kierra Sheard, the Clark sisters, Anthony Evans, PJ Morton, Gene Moore, Drogba. Why you wanna play me like Drogba? Ooh, Drogba. Ooh. Chrisette Michelle, Latrice Pace. I listen to a lot of people. It's all over the place. You would be surprised. Is my soft palate, nasality is always useful. Okay, she's Liz Wright is a jazz singer. CeCe and Whitney do have very similar tones. It's always useful. The only difference between a nasal voice and hypernasal voice is the position of the soft palate, but the voice should always be going right in here. Only thing I'm changing is the soft palate. Anyway, what are some of the characteristics you look for in a quality singer? I noticed that you... What are some of the characters you look for in a quality singer? Number one, I think legato, for sure. How they handle the line, how they handle the vocal line. Are they wasting air? Are they getting to the end of it? Are they doing something cool at the end of the phrase, which shows that they have a lot of great breath support? How loud are they starting? How soft are they starting? And again, how do they end it? Does the phrase sound out of breath? Does it sound unfinished? Or is it like completely under control the whole time? And then how many difficult phrases are they going to do in a row? If you're talking about singers, like everyone I listen to, I don't consider like a singer, you know what I mean? But if you're talking about singers, like Gene Moore, to me, he has probably the most beautiful voice on the planet. Like, listen to how gorgeous his voice is. Love it will never change. You forgive, you give grace. Your love is kind, never ends. I wanna love like you. I wanna love like you. So unconditional, patient and true. I wanna love. His voice is just gorgeous to me. Like, that's a quality singer. That's just gorgeous, effortless, not even doing much. And it's just like, he's great. I just look for things like that. The actual beauty of the tone, and then how easy they make singing sound or feel. You know, even if they're doing something that's not easily replicatable, because their voice is so great, they make it sound easily replicatable. I love that. I wanna love like you. I wanna love like you. So unconditional, patient and true. I wanna be more like you. Thoughts about Jennifer Hudson playing Aretha Franklin? Good choice vocally, or thoughts on her voice? I mean, it's not the best choice. I think Jennifer Hudson is amazing. Jennifer Hudson's a great singer, period. She's an amazing singer. But I do think there are women out there that sound closer to Aretha Franklin. They just don't have the resume she has. A person that comes to mind is this girl. She was on Sunday Best, and I follow her. Can't think of her name right now. I follow her on IG. Dang it. Jeez, that's annoying. And she kind of looks like, she's light-skinned. She kind of looks like Mary. What is her name? I can't believe I forgot her name. But I think of other women whose their tone matches Aretha Franklin more. But like I said, they don't have the resume, they don't have the acting skills, they don't have the Oscar. So Jennifer Hudson just kind of has a package that works best for it. So yeah. Yeah, I would say the Cheetos probably has the opposite effect. Jacquees' voice, I think he could do with some training. If I think who we talking about, I think he has potential as far as singing for real. You know, I think he has a nice voice. He just has potential and he could do more. Hi, Mark. My vocal coach considers Leontine Price brilliant. Yes, Leontine Price is a masterclass. She's one of those people that when you listen to her sing, you just kind of are like, man, I guess I can't sing. But you know, she just kind of makes you feel like you're just so off base. She's such a masterclass. She's truly perfection. Why do you think I enjoy female vocals more? Well, my ex-husband used to always say that women's voices are just more beautiful than male voices. He was just like, if you do toe to toe, a woman is always going to win out. That's just what he said. I'm not saying I'm saying that. I'm just saying what he said. I feel like Delisa doesn't think about Jack. I don't think about him at all. You're so right. I do not think about his voice. Freddie Mercury Rango voice. I feel like I should know who that is, but I don't. Give me it. Do you have any tips to use ahead of your mix or sound lighter in the mix? I guess be lighter. Iana Crawley, thank you. Iana Crawley is the girl who I think her voice would be perfect for that role. Honestly, even her look, I don't know if she acts though. And she doesn't have the resume of Jennifer Hudson, but Iana Crawley, oh my goodness. She would be a perfect Aretha Franklin. Yeah. Yeah. Jack Ross, yes. He does have a nice tone. Thank you for that. You just put me onto something. Her voice has become, I don't even know if it's with time. I think it depends on the producer. I think she has a natural way that she approaches things. But I noticed when she worked with Neo, I really liked when she worked with Neo. She sounded really contemporary. She pulled back on the vibrato, and she has a very beautiful tone. And you could just really hear her tone coming through when she was working with Neo. I liked, well, I don't like living under your spotlight. I liked that. It sounded really contemporary. She has a beautiful voice. The male vocal trinity? I have never thought of it. Yikes. Well, that's hard. Okay, so Celine Dion, Mariah, and Whitney. So we're talking 80s and 90s. So if we go back that far, would it be Peabo Bryson, Luther Vandross, and Donny Hathaway? That's arguable. You're obsessed with Jennifer Hudson. My thoughts on Brandy's voice. I think Brandy is amazing. I think Brandy is a trailblazer. I think it's worth noting that people are still trying to master a style that she created 20 years ago. She's not even singing like that anymore. And there's a whole generation of singers that are still creating a whole sound around what she did in 2002 or something. It's amazing. She's extremely gifted. That's what I feel. Hey, I did review Shaka Khan's voice, and I should have just put the video out. I actually still have that video, and I think it's edited and everything, but it was like 3 years ago, and I don't like the way the video looks. So I'll probably just have to do it over again. He can actually sing well live. Oh, that's good. I didn't know that. Have you ever okay, I read that. Vesta Williams, I know that name. I cannot think of who that is, though. I don't know who Givian or Sampha is. I think Broadway has angelically changed Jennifer's voice. Okay, good. Do you feel Mariah Carey was pushy and had balance? I didn't think she was pushy or had balance issues in her prime. No. I think she was ridiculously amazing in her prime. I'm on YouTube Live. I'm on YouTube Live. I'm on YouTube Live. Have mercy, Holy Ghost. Yes, come in. Yes. I'm on YouTube Live. I was trying to say that nicely, but you couldn't hear me.
Oh, but that's scary. I was going to say, next time you go to the grocery store, can you buy peaches?
Peaches? Okay, yes, sir. I will buy peaches.
Sorry. Sorry for making them awkward.
God bless you. Thank you, Keenan. Okay. I have an issue with improvisation. I forgot the words while performing yesterday. I don't mean to laugh. I'm sorry. That's not good. My first jazz song. Also, I need to get ear training. Do you teach that? I do teach ear training. I teach ear training. I don't consider myself like the best ear training teacher. I know some people that like are really, really into jazz, like they're deep into it. But I could probably teach you enough ear training to where you are comfortable improvising. And then if you want to be like all the way in there and through there, then I think you would probably go to a different teacher. But I could definitely, as far as just improvising a jazz song, for sure. I don't know if Brandy's underrated. She's like a multimillionaire. She has movie credits. She has Grammys. I don't think she's underrated at all. How do you get clear and clean runs? No vibrato. Just learn how to sing plain notes quickly and cleanly. Well, clean first. First of all, a lot of you guys don't know how to do runs because you're not singing the right notes. I noticed that. You guys are like, oh, I can't do that run. And then when you try it, I'm like, sing those notes again slowly. And then I realize you're not singing the right notes. So that's number one. You got to sing the right notes. Then you got to sing them with no vibrato. Then as you sing them with no vibrato and that vocal control kicks in, then you can slowly just get fast, slowly get faster, eventually get faster. What is my opinion on lip syncing? I don't know. If it's your song, I mean, hey, why not? Hey, yeah. My thoughts on Kierra Sheard's voice. I think Kierra Sheard has a lot of options vocally. I think she chooses the really light, bright, almost childlike space to sing in for whatever reason. I think that kind of makes her feel safe and in control. But she has a beautiful, rich, full voice. And I don't think she always exploits that. I love Sam Cooke's voice. Do I prefer lighter voices or darker voices? I think I prefer mid voices, voices that have light and dark. Yeah. Fantasia's quarantine concert was fantastic. No, because I miss everything because I'm boring. Is it bad that I like darker voices? Why would that be bad? That's your preference. You're allowed to prefer whatever you want. I love singing and lyrics comes to me very naturally. I'm in my 20s and I have no fear. Of course you should start. Oh my God, I think my time is running out on here. Excuse me. Thoughts on Beyonce's present day singing? I think she's a solid singer. I think I've always said that about Beyonce. I think she's a great singer. That's not changing. And she's always going to be, till the day she dies, she's going to be a great singer. I know this face looks tired. Y'all just don't want to tell me I look tired. And I'm trying to find a good angle. I know we're like how far into this video, but I'm still trying to find a good angle. Have you heard Mariah Carey's new album? Oh, I had no idea. She hadn't. No, I didn't, because I'm boring and I did not know that she had a new album. But thank you for letting me know. I will look it up. Laid back R&B pop trap that suits her now voice. Okay. He can't. Stevie Wonder can be too nasal. Kierra is nothing like her mother. I wouldn't say she's nothing like her mother, but her mom is probably still a better singer than she is. I think she knows that. Her mom is just another level. Kierra is amazing though. I mean, we're literally comparing great singers at this point, like great to greater. Like these are elites, you know what I'm saying? So it's not that Kierra is average by any point, but any stretch of the imagination. It's just her mom is just better. She has more stamina. She has more range. She has better ears. She has more agility. She's really creative musically. Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely in this generation, Brandy is underrated. I would say that because for whatever reason, you 90s kids, just like, I don't even know how I think I spoke to one girl. She was born in what, 98? And she was like, I thought Brandy was an actor on The Game. I was like, what? Had to introduce her to the whole. I couldn't believe it. I'm classically trained and I struggle with belting. When I try to smile and belt, it just feels like I'm singing from my throat. Yeah, start lower, I guess. Start belting lower so that your voice doesn't wear out while you're trying. And sing as if you're trying to get your voice to go across the street. What would my vocal analysis be for Maxwell? I don't know. It would have to definitely be 2 parts though. Well, maybe even, yeah, it would be 2 parts. It would be his regular male voice, and then he's really, really good at his falsetto. So then I would probably do that. And then if they connect, you know, just kind of talk about how he transitions from one to the other. Would speakers on stage affect how they sound? I mean, they would be amplified, but would they affect how they sound necessarily? I think it would affect how you hear yourself, which would then affect how you sing. That's usually what happens. If you can't hear yourself, if something's too loud in the monitor, then you're going to be over singing, or you'll be off pitch or whatever because you just can't hear. You loving my commentary? Thank you. I don't even know what I said, but thank you. Any tips for getting over the fear and anxiety of singing in front of others? Yes, my tip is do it and do it again and do it again and do it again. And every time you feel like you're going to crap yourself, go crap and then do it again until you can manage the fear, until you realize, you know what, when I sing in front of people, nobody dies. When I sing in front of people, the sun doesn't fall out of the sky. Everybody's still here. Everybody's well. Okay, so it's just singing. Just do it again and again and again. That's really it. You have to do it until you're just not afraid anymore. Do I have a Latina American singer that you like? I'm not really into the Latina scene, but funny enough, she's my neighbor. Joanna Rosario is a Christian singer. I love her. In fact, I will actually be re-recording one of her songs, Cuando Reposo en Ti. I love her. I love her voice. I love her vibrato. I love how she goes hard when she sings. I don't know a lot of Latina artists, though, to be honest with you. Do you think the scratchy yelling thing Fantasia does is good? My vocal coach, who has a master's in vocal performance, says it's bad. You just gonna keep letting me know your vocal coach has a master's in vocal performance. It's okay. I got my master's too, boo. But I don't think she's gonna get nodules or polyps. but it's not good, I think. But she's a good enough singer that I think she's a good enough singer that she will be fine. I don't recommend it. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't teach anyone to do it. But she will her kind of singer, she's probably not going to get nodules or polyps. It's just not going to happen. She will most likely be fine. And like Shirley Caesar will be singing exactly like that into her 70s and 80s. Some people just have it like that. She's the exception, though. I think Keke Wyatt has an absolutely beautiful voice without the acrobatics. In fact, we could do with less acrobatics, but her voice is gorgeous. Lately, she's been regarded as one of the best vocalists out now, but I think she gets praised for things that singers like Beyonce get put down for. I'm not sure if I understand that. She is very extra, but that's her personality. You know, I think her singing matches her personality and her persona. She's extra. She's over the top. She wouldn't need to do any of that, and she would still be a great singer. But she does it because that's who she is. That's the way she expresses her gift. Yes, Brandy's Never Say Never album was and is amazing. Can't deny it. You said her name. Why am I singing and drinking? That makes no sense. Do you think it's a lot easier for women to sing in the mass than men? No. Oh, wow, Eric, that's so cool. You own Full Moon and 211 and saw her on Broadway. Yes, that's true. Real fans of R&B will discover and love Brandy. When teaching, how would you tell a person they can't sing? That's hilarious. I would just tell them. I wouldn't say you can't sing. I would be a more objective than that. I would say, okay. Like I would kind of more so be like, listen, you know, your issues are that you have a hard time staying on pitch. You have a hard time staying in the key. Your vibrato is really erratic. You didn't really make it to the end of that phrase, or when you did, you ended sharp. And these are all the things that we would have to overcome before I start trying to even beautify your voice. Because number one, you have to match pitch. That's how I would do it. I'm not scared to sing in front of people. I'm scared of singing. Don't be scared of the internet. These people don't know you and you don't know them. Period. Period. I feel like I should know who Sammy is. Do I know who Sammy is? Do I know who Sammy is? I thought it. Now that's on mine. Quite strange. You said her name. Her name. She's in. That music is all in my head. It must be weird for you guys when I just burst into song. Because it's like the whole track is in my head and y'all don't hear nothing. Okay. Sing at church. Yes, you can sing at church, especially go to them churches with like 10 people. 10 to 50 people, you will be all right. What songs would I love to remake? I never knew love like this before, and I'm lonely nevermore since you came into my life. 'Cause I never knew love like this before. You opened my eyes, I never knew I love that song. I love that song. Let's see. My birthday was amazing. Hey, I don't know who Sammy is. Greg D is in the house. If you're a vocal coach, try singing the song Mariah Carey, My All. I don't understand the connection. Comment on Tracy Chapman's voice. I mean, she's a contralto. I like her voice. You stay here and I'll turn back around. I think she's a great singer. I think she always was. She has like a bluesy style. She's great. Why wouldn't she be? And I'll turn right back around. Ooh. Good to see you too, Miss Angela. I had a wonderful birthday. I mean, I didn't do much, to be honest. I took photos, which to me was wonderful. I love taking photos. So, yeah. I remember a song, Blessed Assurance. I cracked it time. Oh, you're saying, I think you've been, but the adults encourage you to keep going. That is hilarious. Oh, yeah, the adults are going to be like, sing, baby. It's all right. Take your time. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. You know, they're always going to encourage you. Yes, I have taught people to sing and they don't have talent. It's interesting. Oh, I love Stephanie Mills. Yes. Coach, singer, love of my life. What do you think of Jacob Collier vocals? Hold on. I feel like I'm missing a bunch of stuff. I do consider Kenny Lattimore's, his tone is really beautiful. I don't think he's like the best singer. If that makes sense. Like some people are just like singers. I don't think he's that, but he has like this gorgeous, milky, chocolatey tone. So it works for him. He does great with it. Oh, am I ever going to have a nice ponytail in life? I don't know. Let's see. Mr. Kiss Me Through the Phone? Okay, listen, guys. I'm boring. I don't know who Jacob Collier is. I don't know who Freddie Mercury. I feel like I should know who Freddie Mercury is, but I don't know who that is. That's one of my lyrics to my song. Oh, wait, before I go, what type of mezzo soprano is Toni Braxton? Oh, probably a lyric. Do I like Phoebe Snow? I don't know who these people are. Thoughts on India Arie? She's amazing. I think a lot of my singing, she's probably one of my top singers too. So if we talk about artists, right, then I would say India Arie, Lauryn Hill. Now we're up to 12 of my favorite vocalists. I'm sure there's somebody else that'll come. Delisa@gmail.com is where you send. Oh, I don't do vocal critiques anymore, but I do consultations. I think India Arie, I'm sorry, I kind of bypassed that. India Arie is amazing. That's what I think about India. I would totally do a music video. In fact, I am doing some music videos. I have some music coming out, and I'll be doing music videos. I did live music video like 2 years ago. But yeah, totally. Yeah. You guys, my life has been insane. I know I've been on here 11 years and you just have no idea. Maybe you do have somewhat of an idea, but my life has been insane. Oh, I wish this lock would lay down. But yeah, no, totally. I'm excited to share some stuff that I've been working on. Who do you think is the best female singer in the world? In the world that's living? Oh, no, Whitney's dead. I would choose Whitney over Mariah. Probably just, I mean, they're both amazing. I just choose Whitney. No reason, no real reason, except I just love Whitney. Jill Scott is amazing. Yes, I love Jill Scott. Kiss Me Through the Phone with Soulja Boy. Don't know what that is. I'm sorry. Walls Group. I think Daryl Walls is probably one of the best singers in the business right now. That's what I think. And I think all of them are amazing. All of them. Pop, Rhea, the other one, I can't think of her name. They're all amazing. I want to say amazing kids. I know they're like your generation. They're amazing. Amazing singers. Absolutely love their records. Chrisette Michele. I love Chrisette. Always have. Why did I lock my hair? This is actually my second set of locks. I'm honestly not a hair person. So I just kind of go with whatever's easiest. So this is my second set of locks. I had them for 4.5 years. They were about this long when I combed them out when I was like 22. And then I went through all the phases again of natural but pressed, and then relaxed, and then weaves, and then braids, and then your hair falling out, and then back to natural and pressed. And then I was just like, then back to weaves, and then I was just like, forget it. Give up. I love Desiree's voice. Do you think that the coloratura voice types are something that women are born with? Both. I think they have to be born with it, and I think they have to be trained with it. I do think certain, like me, I could be trained to be a coloratura, but it's not as natural for me as other sopranos. Like I hear other sopranos do it, and I'm just like, yeah, my voice isn't quite that light or that agile, but I can do it. It would just take more work for me because my instrument's just heavier. I think Jasmine Sullivan is probably one of the best singers on the planet. I didn't know I was undecided. I think she's a contralto. Do I sing all genres? I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say I sing all genres. I think I can sing a lot of genres. I have sung a lot of genres. Opera being the hardest. I feel like I'm finally at the very beginning professional level. Not beginning professional, but compared to some of these girls that have been doing it for 10 plus years, I'm just like, dang, I still have a ways to go. But I can sing a lot of genres, yes. Oh my gosh, thank you for bringing up these other names. Lettucey, Jasmine Sullivan, yes. Shantae Moore. Shantae Moore is actually one of my favorite singers. Shantae Moore, Tamia. I love, in fact, my song that I'm going to come out with, I literally was like, I'm just going to emote my inner Shantae Moore. I love her voice. Sorry, this was me thinking about the headphone on my ear. Sorry. What's my opinion on guys that have androgynous type voices? If the voice is good, the voice is good. That's really my opinion. I think so. A guy that I listen to that has two guys I can think of off the top of my head with androgynous voices. Anthony Evans, Pastor Tony Evans' son. I mean, that doesn't sound like a 100% guy's voice, but he's a fantastic singer. Listen, Jonathan McReynolds, fantastic singer. As your love, wave after wave. I think he was on American Idol, or I'm gonna fast forward.
You make me brave. You make me brave. You call me out. Shores away. You make
He has a pretty high voice. Hold on. Hold on, sorry. Hold on. It's high. He has a pretty high voice. I would say that's androgynous, but I love his voice because he's a great singer. So I don't just listen to it like, ew, he sounds like a girl. If you're a great singer, you're a great singer, and I will enjoy you. You make me brave. What's your opinion on? Okay, so I read that. Do you think vocal agility can be developed in your 30s? I think if you have it, you have it. Somewhat, to some degree, yes. It can be developed. I think you can always develop it. I think there's a level that I haven't reached in my agility. I think there are singers who are more agile than I am, and if I listened and studied, I could get to their level if that's what I wanted to do. So yeah, sure. I'm in my 30s. I would say so. I know who Music Soul Child is. I'm a kid of the 90s, okay? I think he's great. I think he's a great songwriter, a great vocal producer. Yeah. I think he has great ideas. He has a wonderful concept of who he is as an artist, and he's so consistent. I love that about him. Oh, someone asked me about whistle tone. I'm not going to do that tonight, but I can sing with whistle tone. Soft palate, why should you sing with a high soft palate? There is a concept called chiaroscuro. It's Italian for light and dark. And you always want to have that balance of light and dark in your voice. And the way that you do that is they call it singing covered, where you lift your soft palate so your voice isn't too strident and then it's not too dark. So you create that balance. I like Vivian Green. Are we at 15? I think we're at like 17. First of all, Shalea and J Nova. I would never, I don't do that. Okay, let me ask you a question. I don't know how many of you on here are not Black, but why do Black people do stuff like that? Do white people do that? Do white people go Taylor Swift or Britney Spears? Do they just accept that what they have is what they have and they're all great in their own right? Black people are always like, Brandy or Jasmine. Why are we choosing? They're both great. I'm not going to choose. They're both great. We can have more than one. We are allowed to have more than one. He sounds like Melanie and Melanie Daniels is a fantastic singer. I think I am good. So the way that I have been trained was never the way that a lot of these contemporary vocal teachers teach. So I wasn't trained like keep your larynx low. I wasn't trained like that. I wasn't trained to be aware of my larynx. I was trained to be aware of the position of my tongue. I was trained to be aware of the position of how loose my jaw is. And I guess all of those things keep the larynx low, but it's not like keep your larynx low, because they know that doesn't really translate to a singer that's trying to learn. It doesn't translate into you doing something. So it's more so keep your jaw relaxed or keep your tongue relaxed, keep your tongue flexed, things like that make a lot more sense. But that being said, because that's always the goal, most likely my larynx is neutral, although I'm not like, let me keep a neutral larynx. It's kind of the same thing with singing from the diaphragm. We don't have nerve endings in our diaphragm. So telling someone sing with your diaphragm isn't going to give you that result. I was told I need to sing with my whole body. Please, what are the things I should be conscious of as a beginner? The thing is, as a beginner, so much information is being thrown at you that it takes a while for you to just like really wrap all of that around. It's like stand straight, but not too straight, you know, have an athletic stance, bend your knees just a little bit, move from side to side, but don't forget that every time you breathe in, it has to be nice and full. Okay, now that you're breathing from side to side, I want you to move your tongue like that. It's a lot all at one time. So just remember that it's a coordination of things that have to be happening correctly in order for singing to happen correctly, in order for frontal phonation to happen with the least amount of tension. The more you do it, the more you're able to add to it, and the more you're able to focus on all of the right things. I have no idea who Jay Moore is. I mentioned Jay Moore? Who's Jay Moore? Who the heck is Jay Moore? I have no idea who Jay Moore is. Gene. Gene. Gene Moore. Definitely. I think Whitney, she was born in the 60s. So by the time the 2000s came around, she was what, early 40s? That woman should have been in her prime. She was not in her prime in her 20s. She should have been in her prime in her 30s and 40s, but instead she was on the downturn. It's really unfortunate because her voice was just, I feel like it was a treasure, you know? Oh, thank you. Tell your princess, thank you, beautiful girl. I do think Justin Timberlake can sing. Yeah, I don't know why we're always having to choose. Strengthen your diaphragm. Again, real teachers don't talk about strengthening your diaphragm. When I say that, are you strengthening your diaphragm? Yes, but it's more so like, I guess, learning to support your voice better. Listen, I'm not wearing a whole lot of anything, but you stand to the side. So learning to contract and whatever the opposite of contract is. Inhale and contract. Inhale and contract, and doing it quickly. That's going to strengthen your abdominals, which is going to strengthen your diaphragm. Tamar Braxton for sure has the potential to be coloratura. You should be telling yourself that your stomach is trying to stay out while you're singing, even though you know physiologically that's impossible. Yes, because that helps you support. It keeps that muscle antagonism going. But it's 1:27. I said I was not going to be on here this long. So I'm going to go. Thank you guys for watching. You guys are wonderful. Like I said, I should have a video that I'm posting tomorrow, and you guys do look out. I'll let you guys know what's going on. Hey, Autumn Thompson. Hey, girl. Hey. But, just look up for my video tomorrow. Please like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And look out for music coming. Thank you for the support for my birthday. Thank you guys for the support of all of the reaction videos I have coming out. God bless you. Great to see you guys too. God bless. Bye.